Hey y'all, we are back again with another video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Willa Ray. You can follow me on all of my social media platforms called Just Willa Ray. Just Willa Ray. Some of y'all, my road circle, y'all already know what this video is going to be about. This is going to be me going into details about who I would cast in Sweetness when Sweetness becomes a movie. And somebody said, hey, Willa, who would you like to play as who, or who would you like to be as who in my road circle? Please, y'all comment down below, give me some suggestions, or like who y'all think, who y'all could see playing different characters and stuff. So now that I got that laid out the way, we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna start off with this. Sweet Ramir will be played as me. Ain't nobody else finna be Sweet. Ain't nobody else finna, like I said in another video, can't nobody do me like me. Ain't nobody else finna be Sweet but me. Okay, so let's get the record straight. So ain't no other person finna be casted as Sweet. Nobody but me. Just want to put that out there. But we're gonna get into who I would want to see play as Nashad. So of course I have Chris Brown, of course, because he was Nashad is loosely based off Chris. And my road circle, y'all found out about it first, and I think I talked about it in another video that I ended up finding out later on during finishing the book that I was actually channeling my friend that passed away, that was actually him coming through the character of Nashad in my book. But definitely Chris Brown. I haven't seen, well, what's the last one? Because I'm about to say I haven't seen him at anything since Storm Down, but I take that back because he was in Battle of the Year. And then he was in another movie that came out back in like 2021, 2022, maybe 2020. I can't think of the name of it, but it was like he was playing basketball or something. He was in that. But I would love for him to be Nashad, to be honest. I also put Michael B. Jordan. I could see him playing the character of Nashad. The only thing is that I know he don't sing or nothing like that. So, but I could see him being Nashad. He wouldn't be my first choice, of course, but I could see him fulfilling the character of Nashad. So another person that I got was another person that I put up here was Evan Ross. Y'all know he plays in ATL, and there's another movie that he played in that I really liked. What's it called? 90 minutes, 90 seconds, something like that. I haven't seen it in a while, but he's a good actor. And then I put Keith Powers. I think Keith Powers would actually be perfect for Nashad, because Keith Powers has that 90s type of fine. Like, he fine. I could really see him playing as Nashad. So Nashad, I got Chris Brown, Michael B. Jordan, Evan Ross, and Kevin Powers. What in the world am I talking about? Who the fuck is Kevin? But I mean, Keith Powers. I tried to think of some more people that I thought would be, but them are the only ones that came to mind. Mind you, I have a list that I wrote. I actually did this list the other day while I was at work, because I got to work real early. And so I actually have a list to keep me on topic and keep me on track. Certain characters I'm not going to cast yet, like Xylix in book 2. I'm really not going to cast her yet, because I really don't know who would fit that character yet, because I mean, she's she's new. So I have to write about her more and get a feel of her more to think about like who would actually fit her. So that's who I would cast for Nashad. We have Chris Brown, we have Michael B. Jordan, Evan Ross, and then we have Keith Powers for Nashad. So next character we're going to go into is Asmodeus. Who would I cast as Asmodeus? Denzel Curry, of course, because again, Asmodeus is loosely based off him in terms of the look and everything. And even the part where Asmodeus raps in chapter, I can't even remember what chapter it is right now, but y'all know the part where he's in Stony Bees and he starts rapping and stuff. So Asmodeus is inspired by Denzel Curry. So definitely I don't think Denzel Curry's ever acted in any movies. I don't think, not to my knowledge, but I think he would be perfect for Asmodeus. I put Leon Thomas. I could see him doing Asmodeus. I could honestly see Leon. You know what? I could honestly see Leon playing as Nashad too, especially with the fact that Nashad can sing and stuff. I could see Leon Thomas as Nashad or Asmodeus, really. So, excuse the background noise, y'all. And then I put Lenny Kravitz for Asmodeus too, because as I was sitting down and I was thinking about it, in terms of looks and in terms of having like this type of like mysterious type aura, definitely I feel like Lenny Kravitz would fit that. Would fit, Asmodeus. Some other people, now I ain't gonna lie, y'all, some of my mutuals and stuff that I follow like on Instagram and TikTok and places like that, some of them, like, if I could choose them, I don't want to say their names because y'all don't know them, and if I mention them, like, y'all don't really know them, but I have a few people that are like my mutuals and stuff that I could actually see playing as these characters and stuff too. Like, they some of them like are into cosplay, some of them are like into makeup and stuff like that too. One of them, I think he's more so into like fitness content and stuff, but I really feel like he would fit like the character of Nashad. But I mean, I don't know them that well enough to be including them in this video, but like if I had the opportunity and like there was like, okay, if somebody that's not famous but somebody like that's regular, whatever the case may be, like I would probably choose them. Honestly though, I am open to like people people that are not famous playing as these characters too. So I've thought about that as well, y'all, but I'm just gonna keep it with people that we know for right now. So, but yeah, them the three that I got for Asmodeus. I really couldn't think about anybody else because I definitely want Asmodeus to be a black man, African American man. I don't want nobody outside of that playing as Asmodeus. So I'm just putting that out there. So we're gonna move on to the next character, which is Bet. Who could I see playing as Bet? Honestly, there's a lot of different people I could see playing as Bet. I did put Angela Bassett, I put Viola Davis, I put Loretta Devine, and I also put Octavia Spencer. I could see any of them playing as Bet. Honestly, out of all of them, who I could see doing it would fit it the best, I don't know, because I feel like all of them would be pretty good at it, at playing as Bet, playing as the ancestor. I really do. Maybe Loretta Devine for Bet, maybe, because do y'all remember when I said that I wanted Bet to kind of look similar to Sweet, which is me? Wouldn't Loretta Devine kind of look similar to like me, or like somebody that I could be related to? If we're going by as terms of that, maybe Loretta Devine. So yeah, but definitely I could see any of these ladies playing as Bet. So moving on from Bet to Charity, honestly, I could see Angela Bassett playing as Charity as well. I could see Viola Davis playing as Charity, but who I put for Charity, I put Nene Leakes, because Charity is based off my own mother, and my own mother kind of reminds me of Nene Leakes. So that's why I put Nene. Jennifer Lewis, definitely. I did, yeah, and I put Angela Bassett, and I also put Monique as well as playing as Charity. Out of that, I really feel like Monique most definitely could pull off Charity, most definitely. Nene Leakes, because Nene Leakes remind me of my own mother, to be honest with you. Not, and I mean that I mean it in terms of like the way Nene be coming at people, the way my mother, she's a church missionary now. She got saved and everything like that. So she's not like how she used to be. But still, the stuff that Nene be saying is iconic. And I still be quoting Real Housewives, everything still. Like certain quotes and stuff when Nene got into it, when she was like, I said what I said. I still be quoting that stuff. She is funny to me, but definitely any of those people, I could see playing as Charity. Some of them are interchangeable, y'all. Some people I feel like they could play either or. Like I said, Leon Thomas, I could see him playing either Asmodeus or Nashad. Because even though he don't look like, he looks more of like how I describe Asmodeus, Nashad kind of look more on the lines of a Chris Brown type. He don't really look like Chris Brown, but he looks like a Chris Brown type of person. Okay, like as far as like swag and the dress and stuff like that, and somebody that can sing and stuff like that. But because I just feel like he would, if I had went and did like a plot to where maybe a plot twist or whatever, or maybe a alternate ending to Sweetness, and somehow Asmodeus got combined with Nashad's soul in order for Nashad to continue to live. Now that would be dope, like as an alternate ending or something like that. But that would change like the whole universe of Sweetness and what it is right now. But I think that would be a dope alternate ending if like he played as Nashad and Asmodeus, because they both merged together in order to keep Nashad alive. But I think that would be dope. But anyway, if I had went with an alternate ending or something, but I could really see him playing as any of those characters. Like I could see Angela Bassett playing as Bette or Charity, to be honest with you. Loretta Devine could probably play as Charity too. Like some of these are interchangeable. Some people I could see doing them. But anyway, Sweet's dad is very brief in book one. You see references to him, but you really don't actually see him. His spirit doesn't really make a debut like Bette in the Ancestors and things like that, but you more so see symbolisms of him. And I think it'll play out better in the movie, because in the movie I do want to have like more flashbacks and more clips of Sweet and her dad, especially like the childhood part. I did put Clifton Powell because I've had people that seen my dad, or like when I post pictures of my dad and stuff, I've had people say that my dad kind of favored Clifton Powell. But the most I've gotten people say that my dad looks like Eddie Murphy, especially when my dad was younger. A lot of people used to say he looked like Eddie Murphy. So I did put Eddie Murphy down, and then I put Idris Elba down as well. I could see him like playing my dad. My dad was a very, in terms of like being very like funny and comical, definitely Eddie Murphy. In terms of like the way Idris Elba was acting in like Daddy's Little Girl and stuff like that, my dad had like two sides to him, but he was a Gemini. So I mean, either or. I really didn't think of too many people for him because my dad was so brief, or I said my dad was Sweet's dad, but Sweet's dad is based off my dad, but it's brief. You really don't see him too much. You just see symbolism like the cardinal bird and things like that. And so now we're gonna go into who I would see playing as Mr. Bucks. I have Keith David, Wendell Pierce, and Glenn Turman. Keith David, most definitely, I could see playing as Mr. Bucks. In the movie, though, I would have, like, Mr. Bucks would have more screen time and everything like that, and more, and I would probably include more things about the market in the movie. And the reason why a lot of stuff I didn't include in the story is because certain things that I did channel, I was like, this will fit better visually than writing it. You know certain things, like, you ever read a book and some people say that sometimes like the book is better than the movie, but sometimes certain things look better visually than actually writing about it, if that makes sense. Not saying that you can't visualize it in your head, but sometimes some things you just have to see it, or it will translate better visualizing it. Okay, so yeah. But I have Agnes on here too, who I could see playing as Agnes. Honestly, I actually have a friend of mine in my personal life that's actually an actress, and her sister was actually in Orange Is the New Black. Honestly, I would love to have her play as Agnes, because I feel like she would eat that role up. And me and her, she's my friend, she's from New York. Me and her, how I met her is because, fun fact about me, I actually used to sell Mary Kay, y'all, and I actually used to use Mary Kay products. I don't have any on right now. Right now, I just have a color corrected concealer on. I really didn't want to do too much because I wanted to come up here and record as Willa Rae, because I think the last 2 videos I was still in my sweet glam, and that was just me killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because I was recording videos as sweet, and I wanted to record YouTube videos too, so I didn't want to take all that glam off and put this on and everything like that. But tomorrow I'll probably record videos. I'm off again tomorrow, so tomorrow I'll probably record videos as sweet. But today I just wanted to get this video out because my work schedule has been like crazy and everything like that, and y'all know with me not having air in the house right now and how hot as hell it be in my room. It's at nighttime right now, so it is a little cooler, but it's not the coolest, and I do have my fan on. So if y'all hear my fan in the background, why is she recording outside? Because it be hot, and I'll be even hotter if I did not have the fan on. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, y'all. It be hot in my room. Like, it's more cool when that's why I sleep in the den and stuff, because it's more cooler and stuff up there. I don't record in the den because I really don't want my family knowing what I'm doing and things like that, because I'm doing my best to protect my art, protect sweetness, and protect what I'm doing, because I do have people that do not have my best intentions at heart and don't support me in the way that they should, or the way that they only support me when it feels like it's beneficial for them and things like that. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. My rose circle doesn't, y'all know this does not apply to y'all, but sometimes family can be the worst sometimes. But anyway, back to who I would cast as Agnes. Definitely my friend that I know personally. I'm not gonna put her name out there or anything like that, because I didn't, she's not really heavy on social media and stuff. I'm pretty sure she want to keep her privacy and stuff. But Agnes, I could see Kimberly Elise playing as Agnes, Tasha Smith or Taraji P. Henson playing as Agnes. I feel like they would fit that character good. The character Agnes in itself, she really wasn't supposed to be like a big character, but what she symbolizes like means so much. And I don't know if I ever talked about like what Agnes really symbolizes. She symbolizes the woman that, had so much trauma in her life that instead of healing and trying to get herself help for her trauma, she succumbed to, smoking, drinking, and just not being who she knows she could be, because she allowed trauma and things like that to keep her down, instead of using that to make her strive for more. Now, when you notice towards the end, she starts to, she stopped smoking, and then she started doing a little makeup and stuff like that, is because adjacently, the curse or the curse that was on Sweet kind of affected everybody in White Rose, because Sweet's ancestors' blood was on that soil. So it just didn't affect Sweet, it affected everybody else, because her ancestors' blood spilled on that soil due to the Rose Eaters. Okay, so I don't know if I ever said that in any video, but y'all can screen record this, screenshot, whatever y'all got to do. That is me talking about Agnes, and why towards the end of the story Agnes started to get better is because that adjacently affected her, because she lived in White Rose, basically. You know how they say sometimes if you're connected to a certain person or a certain thing, sometimes you can get caught in the crossfire, sometimes it can affect you too. Kind of like something like that, y'all. So yeah, Okay, because this video is about to get close to 20 minutes, so I better get on and move on. Because I try not to make these videos too long, but y'all comment down below and let me know, do y'all like the longer videos when I go into depth about stuff, videos that be over 20 minutes? Did y'all like that 40-minute video that I did, or the deep dive on sweetness? Did y'all like that? Let me know, because if so, I mean, I'll talk for 40 minutes. That's not a problem. But so brief character, which is Tyler, which is who was Nishad's cousin, that basically got caught in the crossfire of this whole spiritual mess. Who I could see playing as him, I put Bryson Tiller, Brandon T. Jackson. I also put Bow Wow. I really didn't think about the character Tyler too much, because he really wasn't meant to be anything. He's really not nothing too symbolic either. He's just more so of that character, that random character that's just there and get caught in the crossfire, really. I don't think he was anybody in particular that I channeled. Now that I think about it, I think it's just one of those characters that, you know. And then he was also used as a scapegoat for Nishad, because, you know, Nishad was actually not Nishad. It was the Rose Eater in his body, using his body as a vessel. But yeah, so I want to go into a little bit of who I would cast for book 2. So Danica Jones, I have Niecy Nash, Keke Palmer, and also have Monique, because I could see Monique playing as Danica as well. Danica is really supposed to be older, not too much older, because Sweet is 32. So Danica is supposed to be anywhere from about 35 to 38. So she is older than Sweet. But I know some of you had asked about, like, as far as her character and everything like that, but I just want to put that out there, that Danica is going to be a very good friend to Sweet. So in this book, you're going to see Sweet surrounded by people that truly care about her, that truly want to support her and not just take from her like what she's been used to, you know. And White Rose, Sweet was all about survival and surviving because she was judged for who she was. But now she's in Violet City, where people are embracing who she is, and they are the ones to, not saying that Sweet needs outside validation, but they are the people that's going to remind Sweet of her power, how legendary she is, how iconic she is. Because again, Sweet sometimes forget that, because she just sees herself as Sweet. She does, I mean, she knows she's a Rose woman and everything like that, but she doesn't do things in the intent to be noticed. She does things out of moral and what feels right. She's not doing stuff just to, oh, I'm gonna be famous, oh, I'm gonna be viral, oh, I'm gonna be this and that and the third. Sweet be doing stuff out the kindness of her heart. I mean, her name is Sweet for a reason, but she is sweet with boundaries. She's still sweet but has boundaries. She's still sweet but staying up for herself. She's still sweet but she can put somebody in place if she has to. So yeah, so that's what's hit there. But Anya, so Anya, I just put Sky Jackson and Yara Shahidi. I couldn't really think of anybody else for Anya, because again, Anya is still kind of being written, and I haven't gotten into the full flow about what role she will actually play, if any role at all, in Sweetness Book 2. So I'm still channeling, I'm still writing, so I really haven't gotten a good feel of Anya as of yet. But those are the 2 people so far that I could see playing as Anya. And Ruddy, y'all know, the pimp that got in the Big Hustler chapter that had the Rose Eater, and Sweet stood up to him and stuff. Ruddy, I could see Slim Thug, Faison Love, or Terry Crews playing as Ruddy. I feel like they could fit that energy of him and everything like that. Then last but certainly not least, because I know out of all these characters, y'all are probably brought around this part of this video and y'all like, Willa ain't talked about Ocean yet. Who will she get to cast as Ocean? Willa, why you ain't? So this is who I would get to cast as Ocean. 070 Shake. I feel like she would fit that character very well. She has that type of calm, like grounded vibe. I know she's a Gemini, but she gives calm. She gotta have Earth in her big three, I'm telling you, because she also gives this like calm, grounded, serene, observant type energy. So I really think she would, out of the other people I got, I feel like she would fit the character the best. The other person that I have is Zendaya. I feel like Zendaya could do Ocean. And then I also have India Moore from, I believe she was in Pose. I feel like she could do Ocean as well. But out of the three, I feel like 070 Shake would probably be the best. I feel like she would probably fit that character the best. So I am at the end of this video. So that is who I would cast in Sweetness Book 1 and Book 2 so far. If y'all have any suggestions, or who would y'all cast? I mean, tell me. Like, Rose Circle, like, we are a family at this point. Y'all been following me since I've been starting this story, and y'all been, especially in my Rose Circle, my close friend list, y'all been listening to me rant and rave about stuff. Come on, talk, y'all, talk. Like, I'm not gonna get upset about anything like that. Or, I mean, I have no problem with hearing you guys' opinions, thoughts, or whatever the case may be. Just let me know. As always, I love y'all so much, and until next video, I'm probably gonna record another video after this. But until next video, I love y'all so much, and peace.